Chris Burke breaks down all of the previous President's Trophy winners. Tampa, no cup. Montreal, no cup. Toronto, no cup. Tampa, no cup. Saskatchewan, no cup. But in 2023, 2024, your Saskatchewan Stags broke the curse. We're Stanley Cup champions, baby. You'd love to see it. Teacher Philip, you are an absolute savage, and I love it. Thank you for your support of the Saskatchewan Stags. Our Stanley Cup picture is way more important than your wedding photo. What's going on, guys, and welcome back. Here we are on top of the world, Stanley Cup champions. I asked you guys on Twitter how you're going to be spending your day with the cup. Kyle Connor's eating Timbits out of it, which is just fantastic. Anthony Sorelli's having a pool party for the boys. A. Matson 34 says an ungodly amount of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Honestly, me too, dude. Me too. Shane's gonna rub it in the face of all the Winnipeg fans. He's gonna take it to the Bell MTS place and he's gonna fill it with ketchup chips. Hell yeah, Canada. Now, what a ride this postseason was. We had the good old reverse sweep against Sidney Crosby and the Pittsburgh Penguins. They came out firing, going up 3-0, and I was pretty down at that point. Around this Tuesday here, I was like, well, here we go again. We gotta blow the team up or we gotta give one last chance at it. I mean, the team's never going to be the same because we have a ton of people to re-sign in this episode. We got a lot to do, and then Big Germ took a hold of it. 3-1, 4-2, 5-2, and then a 4-3 win in the Stanley Cup final. We were also down 3-1 against the Dallas Stars, so the boys were buzzing. We had our backs against the wall, but it was just meant to be. It was the perfect episode. Stanley Cup champions. That's only one though. I want to get 3, 4, 5, 6. We got to match our Seattle record. I think we had 7 Stanley Cups. So we got to get going here. Back to work, boys. Now we got a couple of comments here regarding our players before we hop into the draft. Now, Sethy Boy, he says you have to trade Saskatchewan Stags legend Brayden Schenn. We gave him a Stanley Cup and we need to clear up cap space. Also, let's get Mackenzie Blackwood out of here. Absolutely. Why is this guy even on our? Who made this signing? 81 to 83 goalie would be ideal for a backup to replace him. I agree, it's sad, but unfortunately I think we're going to have to cut ties with our captain, 32-year-old Brayden Schenn, on the books for $5.3 million. He's still a very serviceable player. He's not like he's overpaid at all. He's actually probably right in his exact pay grade. He should probably be making around the $5 million, but this year we have to re-sign so many players, and it's rough because we got to re-sign Sugimoto, Oguchi, Sorelli. These two guys might not be back, but I mean, I can just imagine Sugimoto. There you go, 14.2, and what does Oguchi want? 12, 11? He wants 7.3. That's it? Damn. Okay, I should sign this right now. Maybe, yeah? Now, if we tender qualify offer Oguchi and we technically let him go to free agency, kind of what Mitch Marner's doing with the Leafs this year, he's going to want a lot less. Now, I can't see him wanting a lot less than 7.3. That seems like an absolute steal for $5 million. Now, I think this is an absolute steal. Now, I've had a thing in the past where I would see a player who wants a very small amount of money, small-ish in comparison to what Oguchi's going to bring to the squad, and then we bring him to the contract screen after the draft, and he wants like 10 or 11. Now, I've had that happen a few times. I've had it happen where they want $6 million right now, and then in a couple... And then after the draft, they'll go ahead and want 10 or 11. So I think we should just sign this right now. He wants a contract extension. $7 million, that seems like it's too little for a 93 overall player. Sugimoto, he wants exactly what he's going to get. You know, 14 million bucks, that's fair. I mean, it's a lot of money, but it is what it is. If we can get Oguchi for 7.5, that doesn't seem right. I feel like this is like a glitch. This shouldn't be a thing, right? It's just, it feels weird. Maybe when you offer them a contract extension, they want less money? Is that the case? Like, I don't know, because we don't have that much money right now. We're gonna have 33 million bucks, so that's half our money pretty much right there. Not half, a little less than half with Sugimoto. If you give him 14 million bucks, that's 28 million. So we'll have a little bit extra. Plus, if we sign Oguchi, I mean, that's a lot of our cap right there. So I think I'm gonna, take advantage of whatever this is. $7.3 million for 5 years. He's definitely gonna sign that. That is a steal and a half. Thank you very much, Oguchi. You love to see see it. Now, is Sugimoto going to want more or less in the contract screen after the draft? So 14.2, it's a lot, but we'll see what he wants in the re-sign stage. As for Anthony Cirelli, he's going to want $2 million. So we have to remember that Cirelli wants 2 and Sugimoto wants 14.2. Now, speaking of Sugimoto, I don't know what the hell is going on with this game. The guy's a Stanley Cup champion. He's a 120-point guy coming off a 50-goal year, plus 29, 119 points. He's playing the best hockey of his career. He drops from a medium franchise to low elite? What? What the hell happened? He wins the Stanley Cup and his potential goes down? I mean, I guess he's 26 years old, so his overall's not going to fluctuate a ton, but that is concerning. I don't want to sign him to $14 million, and then in 5 years, he's going to be 86 overall. I don't know. It's going to be a risk we're going to take. Obviously, I'm going to sign the guy. There's no question. But you guys definitely let me know in the comments. From Sean Avery, the real guy. I highly doubt it. But he says, Chubby grew to a high top 6. He could potentially grow to a medium elite now if he continues his production at that potential. Seen it happen many times before. That'd be awesome. We hit the absolute jackpot with Chubby. $3.9 million, back-to-back 50-goal years. I mean, that's literally the best thing ever. So we went ahead and offered that contract to Aguchi. If he signs for $7 million, I will be shocked. But let's go start off the NHL draft now. I think trading Brayden Schenn is the best thing to do, but for what? Because our team is pretty set. I don't really need anything. That's the thing. There's no real glaring holes on our team. Like, I could probably get a third line center, I guess, if we're going to trade away Brayden Schenn. I mean, I don't really need a third line center because Anthony Cirelli is going to be there. So let me actually write down what the squad's looking like just so I can get a better idea, and then we're going to hop into the draft. Alright, so here's kind of how it's looking without Brayden Schenn. Now, I'd love to keep Brayden Schenn, but in a cap world, Stanley Cup teams never really stay together. I mean, look at the Chicago Blackhawks. After they won the Cup, they got rid of Andrew Ladd and Dustin Byfuglien, and their Stanley Cup teams, obviously, that team will never be the same, and Brayden Schenn was a big part of this team, but unfortunately, I think it's just time to move on. I mean, Perfetti was kind of the plan, and it kind of worked out perfectly anyways, so I'm totally cool with shipping off Brayden Schenn. I wanted to get him a Stanley Cup. He's 32 years old. I'm kind of at peace with it, and we can name a new captain, which is always fun. So here's how the team's gonna look. Aguchi, Haruyuki, Sugimoto. We're never gonna break them up ever, 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 ever. Chubbs, Perfetti, Kyle Connor. We need a third line winger. We got Anthony Cirelli, and then the big kid from Edmonton making the jump to the third line. Fourth line gonna be Tyler Benson, Colton Sissons, and Killer. The defense isn't really gonna change a ton. We're going to put Chaika in there, and obviously not going to bring back Jake Muzzin. Do we bring back Vince Dunn? That's going to be dependent on our cap situation. Obviously, a big germ between the pipes, and then we need to get a backup in free agency or in the trade for Brayden Schenn. So I'm all about getting first-round picks, so I might just trade Brayden Schenn for a first and a backup goalie. I mean, we don't really have any needs on our team, or I could trade him for prospects, so I'm definitely going to do some shopping around here, but Arizona has the first overall pick, and they're going to get this stud who is out of the U.S. development program, 40 goals in 67 games, 87 points. Damn, he could be pretty damn good. That's not bad at all. And then we got Par Ekholm here, who's a 17-year-old. Obviously, we're going to be picking at number 9, so we have a few options. Jesper Franzen, 6'4", A+. I like that guy. Plus, I like his name. We got Carol Prospel as well, so there's a few options, but let's see what Arizona's going to do. I've already put our trade block to Brayden Schenn, and oh my god, he's franchise. Oh my god, this is going to be agency's best friend. Jesus. They are building quite a squad over there in the desert. Holy shit. He's already got 88 passing. Him and agency, whew, that's a match made in heaven. The San Jose Sharks, who are they going to select? They pick Ekholm. He's a two-way forward, 80 overall. That guy was only 17 years old, so pretty good pick there. And then the Vegas Golden Knights pick number 3. They pick a medium elite sniper, 80 overall, so a pretty deep draft this year. Knubel, a big old defensive defenseman. I think I'm going to keep our pick at number 9. Ooh, medium elite for this guy, Columbus. How are ya? He was going to jump right into the NHL. Look at his stats, just so well-rounded. 84s all over the board. That guy's a beast. Wish we could have picked him. So we got our pick number 9 overall. Again, we don't have a ton of holes on our team. We don't necessarily need anything at this particular moment in time. So we can go with a defenseman, a couple of wingers. We can go with Franzen. We could trade down. See, this is something that we could do with the Brayden Schenn deal. I like bigger players, and I like my Swedes. Gaspard Bernier had 59 points in 65 games in the queue. Karel Prospel, he's got A+. I do like this Jesper Franzen kid, though. 6'4". I like that a lot. I like the big guys. Maybe we'll trade down and see if we can pick them. Let's trade down to Florida. I don't know if I want to send Brayden Schenn to Florida, though. That doesn't really make any sense because their center depth is insane with, like, Barkov, and yeah, I'm not really going to do that. You know what? I think we're going to have to just take our guy here because it doesn't make sense for us to send Brayden Schenn to 2 teams that have such deep center depth. I mean, I'd like to just trade down, but you know what? We've turned off scouting. We've made drafting a little bit harder. I got a feeling with this Franzen kid. Let's go ahead and let's go and pick him. We're going off the board a little bit, so we're taking a bit of a risk. Jesper Franzen, 6'4", 207. Let's have a look here. We just won the Stanley Cup. Why not take a risk? And he's 73 overall. That's not bad. That's not bad. So what did we miss out on here? A 64, so I'm glad I didn't take that guy. Pretty good hunch there. Prospel. Ooh, Prospel was medium elite, though. Okay, all right. Well, maybe we made the wrong-ish choice. Roussel, that was a pretty good pick as well. You know what? I mean, you can't really lose. That medium elite is definitely the best of the bunch with Prospel. Ooh, or Voinov, 77 overall. Whatever. We took our guy. I had a hunch. Why not? I want to send him to a team that makes sense. I want to send him to a team that needs people down the middle. I don't want to just, like, look at this. Calgary 100% needs a guy like Brayden Schenn. They have no legitimate second-line center. Now I'm looking at Mikael Backlund if I could use him as a winger. Now he puts up decent points, but he's 35 years old. Might be able to find someone younger in free agency, but I mean, it's kind of what I'm looking for. All right, Brayden Schenn, all good things must come to an end. You're a Saskatchewan-born kid. You're forever a Saskatchewan Stag legend and an absolute hero in the community. You've got a Stanley Cup ring, but unfortunately, in a cap world, I'd love to keep you, buddy. I would absolutely love to hang on to you. You're a fan favorite, one of my favorites, but unfortunately, at the end of the day, hockey is a business, and you're going to get first-line minutes in Boston. That's right. You're going to go to Massachusetts. They have no centerman. They need your help big time. They're in a rebuilding phase. Bergeron's gone. They need someone else to step in and be the first liner. They got some good wingers, though. You get to play with Pasta, that rat Brad Marchand, and in exchange, we are going to get a first, which isn't great. I mean, 23rd, it's just a first, and we're also going to get a pretty decent prospect in Afanasenkov, who is a 19-year-old, 75 overall, former first-round pick last year, so we're going to capitalize on that. Basically getting 2 firsts when you think about it for Brayden Schenn. So will this trade go through? Trade accepted. I am happy to accept this proposal. Thank you very much. Thank you for everything, Brayden Schenn. You've got a Stanley Cup ring, but honestly, in a cap world, it is what it is, man. I'm sorry. I wish I could hang on to you, but all right, so let's move on here. Let's wipe back the tears, all right? No one's got to cry. Now we got the 22nd pick, the 23rd, and we also got the 32nd. So we have 3 first-round picks here, all right? 3 firsts. What are we going to do? I'd like to get a goalie, a forward, and a defenseman. We got Marcus with 2 S's. Marcus Ovechkin, okay, or we can go with Pasihino, who's a big centerman. I like Marcus with 2 S's. Let's go with Marcus Ovechkin. Here you go. That is the pick we just traded for the Boston Bruins, and he is, let's see, 66 overall, medium, top 6. All right, we got the next pick as well. Unfortunately, there's no defenseman, so it looks like I got to go with another forward. We can go with Nylander or Pasihino. you know what? Let's go with Pasahino here. He was the next best player. 22nd overall. He's 65 medium top 6. So let's see what we missed out on here. Nylander was pretty much the exact same thing, so nothing to really cry about there. Again, the exact same thing with that guy from Winnipeg. Looking at Dallas, 64. So I think with the selections that were on the board, we definitely made the right choice. Now we have one more first round pick. Got a couple of centers there. Dingle, he's another 65 overall. Unless there's like a medium elite or like a medium franchise guy here, I think we did all right. Everyone seems to be 65 overall, so basically have your pick. Again, I'd like to pick a goalie. I'd like to pick a defenseman if available. And look at that. We got 2 tendies right away. We can go with Russ Delmore, who's 6'5", or we can go with Topi Alto, who's 6'3". He didn't play last year, where Russ Delmore played for the Regina Pats. Oh man, it's perfect. We got to bring the hometown kid to Saskatchewan. Is he even Canadian? I don't know. Yeah, he is. Perfect. Russ Delmore played his junior hockey in Regina. He's going to go play his American League hockey in Regina as well, in the exact same arena. They share the arena. The Renegades and the Pats. You love to see it. Russ Delmore. If he's like medium starter or something like that. But honestly, not a bad draft at all. Pretty happy. We got those 2 decent centermen. We got, obviously, Franzen, who is he another centerman as well? We picked 3 centers in the first round. I think he's a winger. Yeah, he's a big winger. You love to see it. Now let's see what this tendy is. Medium elite, maybe? Oh my god, he's medium franchise. Delmore, how are you, bud? Medium franchise. Okay, 6'5" goalie from Regina. I mean, yeah, that's just the best thing ever. Now, the other goalie was also franchise. He's 56 overall, so we definitely made the right choice there. Picking the kid from Saskatchewan, 67, or you could go with 56. Yeah, we definitely made the right choice. Thank you very much. All right, so we traded Brayden Schenn. We got a couple of pieces for the future. I'm sad about it, but I mean, it is what it is. We kind of had to do it. I mean, we kind of have to pick a winger here, yeah? We can go with some French guy, 5'9", or we can go with the German, Stefan Suppis or Supis. We haven't picked a winger in a long time. Straight out of the Dell. And what's he looking like? Got a couple of low elites here, one from Colorado and one from New Jersey. No franchise guys though. How did that winger turn out? He's 59 overall, medium top 9. So again, meh. It is what it is. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with how this draft has been turning out so far. We got a lot of pieces for the future. I'm happy. Kind of sucks we had to trade Brayden Schenn, but it is what it is. He's 5'11", 18 years old. He's strength competition A, or we can go with Brody McLeod, who is another defenseman. Let's go with another German, back-to-back Germans. Marcus, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to Saskatchewan. And I don't know if you're ever going to play for the Stags, 56 overall, but there you are. Got a lot of Finns here. We could go with Numanen, who is 19 years old, big defenseman. Let's do that. There you go. Love my Finns. How's he turning out to be? This is the 5th round, so can't be anything super fantastic. Let's see, he is 58 overall, medium 7th D. It's average. All right, so with our 6th pick here, we pick another defenseman. We go with another goalie just for fun. Jaden Lewis? Sure, let's see. In the 6th round, what do we got to lose? Watch him be franchise again. That'd be awesome. Let's see. Could be anything. Medium backup. Hey, it's not terrible. Now with the last pick in the NHL draft, some notable players that were the last picks in the draft. Pekka Rinne. You got guys like Patrick Hornquist off the top of my head. I like picking 20-year-olds really late here, so we could go with Par Gustafsson, or we can go with Wilson Pandolfo from the Ice Tigers. Hell yeah, let's go with him. 20 years old. Let's see what he is. I don't know if we could see right away. I think it said medium bottom 6, 56 overall. Yeah, it's not bad for the last pick, 20 years old. Look at all those selections, though. Franzen, Ovechkin, Hino, Delmore, Suppis. Not bad. Not bad at all, boys. Not a bad draft at all. Look at that. Aguchi signed for $7 million. That's insane. I was fully expecting to pay him $11 million, so that saves us a lot of cap. Sugimoto, he wanted 14.2 if I remember last time. Now he wants 14.15, so he came down by 500 grand. 14 million, it's a lot of money for 5 years, but you got to pay to play. He's won us a Stanley Cup. He's been unbelievable. However, that low elite does scare me. So we have $7 million to work with here. We got to re-sign a bunch of guys. Anthony Cirelli, he wants 2.5. Does he want an extension? He does. I'm down for 2.5 for 2 years. There you go. We could probably go a little bit cheaper just for fun. Let's go 2.325. There you go. We're going to say goodbye to Jake Muzzin. I made it pretty clear he was a definite rental, so there you go. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you coming out. Didn't do a ton, but obviously a big part of our Stanley Cup win. Colton Sissons, talk about a big part of our Stanley Cup win. Hell yeah. Fourth liner god right there. Now, what does Vince Dunn want? Vince Dunn wants $3 million? 3.5. So it wouldn't be bad to bring him back. He could play alongside a Chaika. Let me go ahead and tighten everything else up, and then I'll get back to you guys in a second. We're going to say goodbye to Vinny Hinostroza. See you later. Tyler Benson, we're going to give a $15 million contract to. Absolutely. Mackenzie Blackwood, see you later. All right, so everyone is all signed. Hopefully we have enough money. Colton Sissons says no, so I'm gonna have to beef his offer up a little bit. Killer also said no. All right, so Sorelli said yes, you'd love to see it. Tyler Benson, $15 million, thank you. Hopefully you're happy with that. Sugimoto also says yes, and then a whole bunch of AHL guys. Keep Colton Sissons around, so I'll beef up his offer a little bit. We'll go 2.5. Will you get it done there? Hopefully. He was a big piece to our playoff run. And now Killer, I'll definitely bring him back. He's been a part of this team for a long time. Is he an original member of the Stags? Do we get him in our expansion draft? Can someone go back and check? Is he the only original expansion draft Stag left? Maybe. Now, I think we have enough money that we could probably sign Vince Dunn. I think we should probably get that. Wait for it. We should get that done. I'm sorry. I'm going to give him 3.8 for 1 year. Again, it's probably a little bit of an overpayment for a third line defenseman, but I'm hoping for good things from this year. I'm hoping to go back to back. So again, you got to pay to play. Colton Sissons still says no, Vince Dunn says no, and Killer says no. Yikes, you hate to see it. I mean, I'm not a big fan of paying a fourth line center more than 2.5, but since you won us a Stanley Cup, you were a pretty big piece of the team. I'll go ahead and give you 2.8, but that's a lot for a fourth line center, so I'm going to cut it off there. As for Killer, I'm going to go 1.9, and I think we're going to leave Vince Dunn until free agency. There you go. Colton Sissons, he says yes, and Killer still says no. So we might be in the market for a fourth line winger. I think that's what's going to have to happen. All right, so let's do some shopping here. We need a fourth line winger, and we need a third line. Ooh, Ovechkin's in free agency. Why do these players not want that much money? Like, that doesn't seem like a ton. There's no free agents that want over $6 million. That seems weird. Now, we need to shop for a third line winger, and it doesn't look like there's a ton in free agency. Brandon Pierlini, though, that might be something we could do. Vince Dunn, yeah, I think we're gonna part ways with Mr. Vince Dunn. I wouldn't mind getting a defensive guy to play alongside a Chaika. So maybe we could go ahead and get someone like Evan Bouchard. Ooh, he's a restricted free agent. 3.4 for an RFA. That's gonna be at least a second. I'm gonna pass on that. Michael Talcole, do we bring him back as a third line scorer? Oh man, maybe we should. Maybe we should. 40 points on the third line. $3 million bucks? What do we do? Not a bad idea. We also need to get a backup goalie. Hoffman. Why do these players not want that much money? It seems like free agency just got a whole lot cheaper for some reason. So there's not a ton for goalies here. I could go after a guy like Stuart Skinner for 3.5. I mean, when we're right at the cap as it is there anyone cheaper? Not really. I want someone who's at least 81 overall. So let's go ahead and give a contract to Jack Campbell for $1.9 million. Hopefully he signs. Tampa Bay is interested. Let's give him just $2 million bucks. There you go. So now we have 3.1 to work with in free agency, and we still have quite a bit of holes on our team. So this is not ideal right now. I think we should focus on a third line winger before anything. I mean, we have $3.1 million, and that's what Michael Dalcole wants. He wants 3 years, though. Think we can get it done at 3.2, 3.3 for 2. Let's see if that'll go through. All right, we're bringing him back, Michael Dalcole. So I'm going to go ahead and send off these guys to Tampa Bay for, maybe I can get a little bit more actually. They're guys that are 25 years old. They're not really doing a whole lot on our team. So if I can get a 4th for these guys, that clears up $2.1 million and a couple of roster spots. So that will easily go through. Thank you very much. Those are guys, they weren't going anywhere fast. We got a couple $1 million more, and we still have to find out what we're going to do with our team. So hopefully we can get those 2 guys signed, and then we can move on into next season. We also need to get a defenseman as well. So Jack Campbell says no. Okay, but Michael Dalcole says yes. Perfect. Okay, so it's not the end of the world because we have some backup goalies in our farm system that we might be able to squeak in as a backup, and then I could spend the extra money I have right now on a 3rd line defenseman. But let me just see. Like, we could easily have McGillney as our backup goalie, right? It's not the worst thing ever. We drafted him in the 5th round. It's kind of a good story. Is he listed as a backup? What is he? Listed as a minor starter. It's not ideal, but, I mean, we're right at the cap. I'd rather have... I mean, Honka could jump in as a 6th defenseman, but I'd like to get someone who's defensively minded, 80-ish overall. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with the lower-end backup goalie, and I would also like to go ahead and get like an 80-ish overall defensive defenseman, and then our team is good to go, and we're riding off into year number 7. Looking to go back-to-back. There is no way we could have got any of this done by having Brayden Schenn on our team. Like, we are stretched right to the cap. So I got $2.9 million. We're going to have to sign one of these guys, like Connor Carrick, Brendan Dumoulin, Robert Hagg, Xavier Roulette. I don't really want a super old guy, like a defensive defenseman like Robert Hagg. How's his categories looking here? He's 29 years old. He has pretty shitty offensive awareness, not great discipline. His physical category is really nice, which I like. Puck skills aren't great. What else we got? Rasmus Anderson. Rasmus Anderson might not be bad. 27 years old. What does he want? $2 million bucks? That's not bad. I think I can deal with Rasmus Anderson here. Welcome to the squad. Here you go. $2 million bucks for 1 year, but I'll give you 2.15 because I'm such a nice guy. Welcome to Saskatchewan. Hopefully he signs, and then we are good to go. Michael Dalcole, welcome back to the squad. There you go. Rasmus Anderson is all but good to go. Here we are. Let's enjoy our time with the Stanley Cup. Let me know in the comments what you're going to do with your day with the Cup. All the assistant GMs, everyone in the comments gets their day with the Cup. Might have to split it up though, because these videos get like 10,000 views. So might have to go like an hour with a Cup per person. So what are you going to do with your hour? Let me know. It's that time again. We need to name the 3rd captain in franchise history. Now, who's it going to be? I've stripped everyone of a letter, and I'm going to leave it to you guys in the comments down below. Do we give it to a guy like Chubbs, a young captain on the team? Do we give it to maybe someone who's been here the longest? We can give it to Sugimoto. Do we give it to a defenseman? Do we give it to young Boquist? Just as a placement holder right now, I'm going to give the captain to Tyler Benson, the assistant to Michael Dalcole, and another assistant to Chubby. I want you guys to give me a detailed comment as to why we should name these players our captains. I'm more leaning towards a guy like Adam Boquist, who can, you know, quarterback a power play. He's a Norris Trophy winner. Or should we give it to one of our Japanese boys? Or should we give it to Chubby? There's lots of options, so you guys can let me know in the comments. But let's have a look at the lines together here. We'll get 5 games of simulation done. Nothing really crazy. Initially, I didn't want this video to be too long, but I think it's going to be over half an hour already. So hopefully we can get this done pretty quick. I also want to have a look at Arizona's roster as well. It might be almost time to have a look around the NHL, do one of those episodes. What do you guys think? All right, let's have a look at these lines. Who do we got in the season opener? We got San Jose and Vegas. We open up on the road, then we got Vegas at home. Do we have any games against the Bruins right away? The return of Saskatchewan Stag legend himself, Brayden Schenn. So no games against the Bruins until December 1st. All right, so December 1st is the first game against the Bruins, and then we'll go from there. So let's have a quick look here at our lines. I'm going to need to change some things up. Let's see what our assistant coach, Brandon Barenfeld, decided to do. This is not what I want. We're going to change it up in 3, 2, 1. There we go. That's much better. Aguchi, Hiroyuki, Sugimoto looking for a huge year from them once again. We got Chubby, who is a 87 overall. He was 89 for, I think, a year and a half. Cole Perfetti, 87 overall. I'm really hoping he takes that next jump to be, you know, a 60, 65, 70 point guy. He's going to be playing alongside of 2 studs. There's absolutely no reason why he shouldn't put up over 60 points as a second line center between Kyle Connor, who's the dish master, loves passing, back-to-back years of 60 assists. Thanks, Chubby. So hopefully Perfetti can benefit from those 2 guys, but we got the big kid from Edmonton. He's making his debut, the long-awaited debut. He had 5 years in the Western Hockey League, and then had a pretty decent campaign down there in the A. Unfortunately, I don't think they did much damage in the postseason, so we didn't get a ton of experience there, but he's been playing alongside of Anthony Cirelli and Michael Dal-Cole. Now, I brought them together because they are the best of friends, obviously. They played junior together. This is Dal-Cole's 2nd stint on the team. His best locker room chemistry is Anthony Cirelli, and Anthony Cirelli's best locker room chemistry now is Kyle Connor, but he's got high locker room chemistry with Michael Dal-Cole. So maybe that'll change, but Michael Dal-Cole still thinking Anthony Cirelli's his best friend, and Cirelli's like, yeah, I got news for you. Kyle Connor's a pretty cool guy. We got Tyler Benson, Colton Sissons, and we got Seth Jarvis, who's a 2nd-round pick in 2020, so he's grinding down there in the American Hockey League. He's had, He's had 2 years in the A and then a bunch in the WHL, so he cracked the roster straight out of camp. Looking at the defense here, we got Bowen Byram, Adam Boquist, Hayden Fleury. Look at Chaika, up to an 81. You love to see it. That's awesome. I'm expecting big things from this guy. And then we got Rasmus Anderson. So I'm thinking it should be more like this, but that's just me. You guys can let me know in the comments. And as for goalies, Big Germ, who's now a 90 from a 92. We also got McGillney here as our backup. Now in the AHL, we also have 2 players scratched, Honka and Clarkson. I got to send both of those guys down. How's our AHL team looking? Fiddler. We got some good players here. I'm thinking of even playing Afinasenkov in the NHL this year. He's a right winger. That would be kind of perfect. Or even Fiddler. He's a grinder, so it's kind of perfect on the 4th line. Seth Jarvis, I mean, he's probably NHL ready. I don't know. You guys can let me know. Do we go with Seth Jarvis? Do we go with Afinasenkov? Or do we go with Fiddler? So I got to send these guys down. Here's how the AHL goalies are looking. Tersambiev and Scott, and we are all good to go. Let's get a couple games of simulation done. Tyler Benson rocking the C, although it's only temporary, buddy. Don't let it go to your head. 5 games of simulation done, so we're going to go up to the Rangers game. We're going to simulate exactly 1 week. I'm not going to slow sim every game, just a couple, but the Stanley Cup champions are in the building, San Jose. Watch out. Here we go. Period number 1, and it's 2-0 right off the bat. Sugimoto and Justin Falk, period number 2. 4-0. Chaika with his first career NHL goal in his first career NHL game. You love to see it. Aguchi makes it 4-0. We make it 5-1. Sugimoto with his 2nd, and Ty Ratty breaks the shutout. There you go, Chaika, scoring in your NHL debut. That's awesome. The banner is being raised right now in the Tim Hortons Arena, and we win 7-5. There you go. Says we're 3-0, even though we've only simulated 2 games, so I assume this is going to be a win against the Blues. Just a hunch. There you go. Now there's the 4-0. Okay, I guess we're 1 game ahead. So we're starting off 4-0. Can we make it 5-0 against the Rangers? We're in our home barn. Here we go. Period number 1. It's 1-0. Who is it? Cirelli. There you go. Playing with his 2nd best friend, Michael Dal-Cole. Period number 2. All right, 2-0. Seth Jarvis. There you go. First career, maybe NHL goal. 4th liner. Maybe he's right for the 4th line. You guys can let me know. We got like a lot of players who are like bubble players who are almost good enough to play in the NHL, but probably should still be in the AHL. Wong, that's the guy who froze the franchise mode. Remember this guy? we were looking, oh my God, and then Shanahan, he ties it up. But when we were looking at the draft class, Chaika, boom, there you go, goals. Am I ever going to get to talk? When we were looking at the draft class, for some reason I went down to Wong and it froze the entire thing, which was just the worst ever. So Chaika right now has the go-ahead goal with 5 minutes left. 32-25 are the shots. Again, where you go, Gucci. You love to see it. We are starting off the year 5-0. That's a big, big win there against the Rangers. Justin Falk with the empty netter. Now, you know the old saying, you can't leave on a heater, right? I think we can all agree. You can't leave when you're just crushing opponents. You can't leave. You can't do it. So after our first loss, we'll go ahead and we'll call this one an episode. So let's go 82-0. Let's make this one a 3-hour-long episode. Up against the Maple Leafs here, 5-0 record on the line. We're at home once again and 6-1, making it look easy, baby. How are the boys doing after the first 6 games anyways? Aguchi's got a goal per game. He's got 10 points. We're 6-0. Things are beautiful. Really looking to go back-to-back here up against the Ducks. Can we make it 7-0 just for fun? Our AHL team is also doing good. They're 5-1. Make it 7-1 for the American Hockey League team. Another win, 7-0. Can we go undefeated in the first month? Is that the xTech jinx, though? I think that's the xTech jinx. I think I just jinxed it. Up against the Avs, looking to go 8-0. Nope, there it is, 8-0. All right, there's no way we go 9-0, all right? Up against the Buffalo Sabres, starting off year number 7, looking to go 9-0 on the road, undefeated in the first month. Can we do it? First period, 1-0, Hiroyuki. Period number 2, 2-0. There you go, Anthony Cirelli. You love to see it. Hopefully we can make it 3-0, put this one away, and we can just go 9-0 starting off the year. I'm pretty sure this is the best start we've ever had. So much for a Stanley Cup hangover. Sugimoto making it 3-0. That is a strong, strong start, boys. You love to see it. 3-0. That's how this one's going to end. That's a shutout for Big Germ, or could have been McGillney, either one. Looking to make it 10-0 up against the Arizona Coyotes. They drafted that franchise guy. We're going to have a look at their roster as well, don't worry. Arizona, can we go 10-0? A 1-0 overtime win. 10-0 to start off the year. This is not a drill. I was joking about going 82-0, but we're 1/8 the way there. 1-0 shutout win. Back-to-back shutouts for Big Germ. Now, Adam Boqvist back in Chicago. I'm saying 2 points minimum for Boqvist here. Period number 1. Can we keep the streak alive? Ooh, it's not looking good. We're down 2-0 right after the first. Period number 2. All right, we cut it within 1. Kyle Connor, can we get one more here? The winning streak is on the line. Winning streak on the line here. 15 minutes left. It's only 1 goal. You beat these guys in the postseason. Now, I jinxed it because I said Adam Boqvist minimum 2 points, so we're not even going to score 2 goals. That's my fault. That's the xTech jinx. You hate to see it. Kilzakin, okay, 5-2. Aguchi gets 1, but all good things must come to an end. And just like our winning streak, this video is also over. A nice little 10-1 run to start off the year. So the first 11 games, the boys are buzzing. We got Aguchi, almost a goal per game. He's got 19 points in 11 games. This could be a very, very dominating year for the Saskatchewan Stags. Very dominating. Sugimoto with 15, Hiroyuki with 15, Perfetti with 12. That's what I'm talking about. Chubbs, though, only with 9. I mean, only 9 in 11. Same with Kyle Connor. But look at the kid from Edmonton. You love to see it. He's a plus 12, 10 points in his first 11 games. That's awesome. Michael Dalgol, he has 1 goal and 7 points. We got Tyler Benson with 4, Boqvist only with 4, Sissons, Chaika with 2 goals. We actually got to see both of his goals, and that goal, Seth Jarvis, was his first career NHL goal, which is pretty awesome. So far, nothing from Hayden Fleury, which is kind of concerning. I'm thinking about moving our defense around a little bit. As for goalies, how's Big Germ doing? 8-1 with 2 shutouts. McGillney's also 2-0, so that's awesome. Now, just for fun, we'll have a look around the NHL. I promise this video will end at one point. I promise. Look at the kid from Edmonton leading the way for the Calder Trophy. I mean, it's only 11 games in, but boom, you love to see it. That's awesome. Jake Gensel has 23 points in 12 games. Okay. All right. Looking for, where is he? Nika Solani. Are you alive, man? You good? You chilling? You're good? Are you playing hockey? Are you even around? There you are. Just 9 goals in 11 games. Pleb. Oscar Gormley there, he's also got 9, but nothing to Iguchi's 10, baby, tied for second. I wanted to specifically check out the Arizona Coyotes because they drafted that centerman. He's not even playing in the NHL? What? Was it this guy? It's not Para. Wait, where is he? And Galchenyuk's at 91. Damn, is he in the AHL? He was like 82 overall, wasn't he? There's no way they're playing him in the AHL. Really? Let's have a look at the Tucson Roadrunners. They're playing, or maybe that guy went back to junior? I don't know. Yeah, I guess he went back down to junior because he's not in the AHL team, so, but he's 82 or 81 overall out of the draft, so I don't know why they wouldn't play him in the NHL. I mean, develop your prospects is one thing, but yeah, there he is. Oh no, is he playing in the NHL? Did I just miss him? Am I stupid? Oh, he's scratched. Oh my god, what are you guys doing? You signed him, you're just scratching him? Oh my god, I gotta save this kid. I gotta mention though, look at all of our trade value. It is insane. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. That was a long one. We got a couple of questions. Who do we play in the NHL team this year on the 4th line? Who do we name a captain? If you guys have any line suggestions, let me know. But again, I don't think we have a ton to do. We need to simulate games, dominate the NHL, and this could be the best 3rd line in hockey. Just watch out for it. We've got a potential Calder Trophy winner here, baby. Let's go. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode.